Do you ever notice how some legendary guitarists just never get the respect they deserve? Me too. And today we're going to talk about some of the greatest guitarists of all time, and the very ones someone had the nerve to call overrated.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Graybeard's Nation.
Today's show is part guitar appreciation and part rock and roll roast.
We came across this incredible article where none other than Ritchie Blackmore drops some very hot takes, calling some of the greatest players in history overrated.
And let's be honest, when it comes to Blackmore, the man might shred like a legend, but the ego is off the charts. Let's start with Eric Clapton. Now, Blackmore says he's just a stylist.
He actually said that he thought Clapton was a better singer than he was a guitar player. Then there's Jimi Hendrix. Ritchie said he was out of tune and sloppy, even though Ritchie admitted he ripped off some of Hendrix's riffs. He said Hendrix was just okay, although he liked the way he walked. Well, what does that even mean? He was trying to say that he was cool, but to downplay Hendrix's guitar playing is just insane. Come on, Ritchie. This man changed guitar playing forever.
Jimmy Page was also on Blackmore's chopping block. He claims that Page didn't play his solos live the same way as his album. So, Ritchie, that's not a flaw. That's improvisation. Welcome to rock and roll.
You know, Todd, even Jeff Beck wasn't safe from Ritchie. Blackmore says, and I quote, "He sounds the same on every track." What? Every Jeff Beck album that I listen to sounds like its own entity, and it's different.
And guess what? David Gilmour? Blackmore dismissed him as not technical enough. Nothing says technical like reducing grown men to tears with just 5 notes with Comfortably Numb. So, somehow, we convinced the notoriously private Ritchie Blackmore to join us for a candid, no-holds-barred interview. Ritchie, welcome.
Well, you know, normally, buddy, I don't do interviews with mortals, but I suppose you blokes have earned my time. And a toast because I like to toast with wine.
Hey, Ritchie, what do you think about Jimmy Page's legacy?
Legacy? He borrowed every riff from ancient scrolls that I discovered myself in a crypt under the Windsor Castle. I actually taught a dragon to play Kashmir better than Jimmy.
That's amazing. Yeah, I would have never thought. What about Eddie Van Halen?
A circus act. If I wanted to hear that many notes at once, bloke, I'd listen to a squirrel running across a harpsichord. Or listen to me drinking.
Oh, Ritchie, you're something else. Hey, there's talk around town that you are very difficult on tour.
You know, I did once dismiss a lighting technician because his aura clashed with my aura. I'm very sensitive to auras. And fans, sometimes I think fans, they just get in the way of a good concert also.
I've heard that about you, especially those auras. So what's your opinion on modern guitarists?
I don't like anything modern, bloke. Modern guitarists are like microwave dinners, convenient but ultimately disappointing. I did think the Menudo boys did show a lot of promise, though.
Do you, Ritchie, tell us, do you still enjoy performing live?
Only under a full moon, and only if the musical instruments are not from the 18th century. Then you can just count me out.
So is there a riff that you'd wish you'd written?
Yeah, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Such darkness and menace. Stevie Ray made a smart choice in picking that one. And here, I'm going to pick something too. Hold on there. Okay.
Ritchie, some people say that you've got a bit of an ego.
You know, then, modesty is a lie musicians tell when they haven't invented a new genre.
Ritchie, how do you warm up before your show?
I duel a peasant with fencing swords. It sharpens the fingers and the spirit. Ooh, mystical.
Last question. What advice would you give to aspiring guitarists?
Don't bother. The mountain has already been climbed by me while blindfolded, wearing platform boots.
Well, Ritchie, thanks for joining us. It was really a pleasure to have you today on the Great.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to drink with you.
Oh, and by the way, your mustache is falling off, Richie. What the hell? Oh, for God's sake. All right, jokes aside, every guitarist we featured today is a legend. And, you know, Ritchie Blackmore, he's undeniably talented.
He also might be the patron saint of rock and roll arrogance. But hey, he's always got smoke on the water.
Let us know in the comments who's a guitarist you love that some people don't seem to quite get.
Everybody, thanks for going on this ridiculous ride with us. We had a great time. We hope you did too. But please don't forget to like and subscribe.
And remember, you don't have to be a graybeard to be part of Graybeard's Nation.
That sounds like something for the blooper section.
All right.